Average, teens send and receive more than 1,700 messages every month.
We're raising a generation of digital natives, and they are plugged in, and texting is here to stay. It's an integral part of how they socialize.
I think that people are not necessarily going to be, interacting with each other in the same way that maybe is the most healthy way. It started out, right, we were these sort of, we were these sort of Neanderthals, right? We were kind of hunched over like this, right? And then we kind of evolved, right? We became human beings, right? We stood up, right? We became tall. We're human beings, right? And then we start text messaging all the time, on the computer all the time, right? We don't really have to go anywhere anymore, right? I think our legs are going to start to shrink up into our bodies, right? Our arms are going to retract into our bodies. Right? Our mouths, we probably won't use them to speak to anyone. We'll shrivel up into these straws, we'll just suck vitamins through them, we'll become these Jabba the Hutt type blobs. We'll have nothing left but two elongated, rapidly flapping text messaging thumbs.
Texting has become a main form of communication. On average, multiple hours are spent looking at a phone screen. For better or worse, it is changing the way we interact with each other on a daily basis.
On average, I check my cell phone probably every 20 minutes, which I check my cell phone every 25 minutes. On average, I check my cell phone every 20 minutes.
It's just a way of communication with everyone and to stay connected to your friends.
I prefer calling instead of texting because I like knowing what the other person's name is.
I prefer calling over texting. I prefer calling because it's easier to get your point across. I prefer calling for serious conversations, but texting has a certain level of convenience that I like.
My phone makes my social life better.
My cell phone makes my social life much
And texting is better for society.
I found that my cell phone makes my social life a lot easier.
Problems related to texting have raised concerns for society. Many people feel personal human interaction is weakened due to the increase in texting. Young adults feel texting strengthens their social life, but their parents see it as a distraction.
I believe it diminishes my social life.
And I think that when it starts interfering with homework and with their sleep, and suddenly they aren't able to concentrate and they're using it as passing notes, we just have to think about how we approach it.
I think texting is not that great for society just because situationally it's not that helpful because you can't get your point across as well as you can if you were calling. I feel like people text so much that some people can't talk in person anymore. Texting isn't personal, it's not unique, you can't put tone behind it.
It is true. Many times we're saying to our kids, I think you're texting too much, and at the same time, our attention is totally glued to our computers, we're on our iPhones or Blackberries, and so we have to realize that we have to set limits on ourselves.